Hello, everyone. You are welcome on the African Spiritual Connections TV. My name is Paulvin, and we are live on both Facebook and YouTube. So, if you are watching me on Facebook, don't forget to subscribe. To follow the channel, African Spiritual Connections. We always talk about African spirituality or spirituality in the African context. If you are watching me on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let me put my phone on do not disturb mode before anybody comes to disturb us. Okay, so yesterday I was having a talk with you, answering some questions that people have asked about African spirituality. And then my battery disappointed me. I was in the middle of the live video when my battery went off. So today I'm here to continue that, and then I will talk about the other things that people asked that I didn't get the chance to also answer. So yesterday I was talking about the limbs of humans becoming the mouth or the lip of energies when they come in human form or they possess humans. And I was talking about some of the energies having here as their mouth, and I use my leg as here too. Some of the energies have here as their mouth. So some of them, when they possess humans, they have to pour wine, whether soft drink or hard drink, between their thumb, their toenails. Did I say toenail? Their toes. So the bigger toe and the so like here, pour it here, and some of them too, you have to pour it here. Yeah. So I was using my dwarf as an example. I told you I have 6 dwarf, but they have 2 leaders. The dwarfs are put in 2 groups because they don't come from the same place. Right? These energies that I use, there are 2 of them that are males. They come from my mother's background, and then there are 4 of them that I use. They come from the background of my wife. So that tells you that when you sleep with any woman, you exchange energies. All right. So 4 of my dwarfs come from the background of my wife, and then 2 come from my own background. That's my mother's background. Okay. And then in fact, most of the energies that I use are the energies of my wife. Someone is calling me. I need to pick this call. Excuse me. I need to pick this call. Someone is coming to see me from South Africa for some spiritual work. Me. All right. Sorry, guys. I need to pick this call badly, but I think I have to give them an excuse. I'll call them back. Okay. So this is the situation. Is there even anything? I'm even confused. What was I talking about? Oh, so I was talking about dwarf. Okay. So there was a time I gave my dwarf top here. I'm telling you this because yesterday I was talking about how the energies eat the food, and I told you that they extract out the energy or the spirit of the food, and then discard or leave the body of the food. That's the matter. All right. So if any scientist tell you the only thing we have in this world is matter, it's a big lie. That scientist has got to so much to learn. Right? That's why I always say that Africa is so much ahead of Europe. Just that people don't know. People judge growth only with matter, things that we see, tall buildings, good roads. That's what people used to judge growth. But that's not the only thing that exists. There are so many things that Africa know that Europe has got no idea. So many things about this universe that Africa knows that Europe has got no idea. They've got no idea about it. Europe doesn't even know that there's a planet in the middle of the sun. Which European scientist knows this? There's a planet in the middle of the sun. Anyway, that's not what I came here to talk about. So let's talk about food. So I was talking to the dwarf, and then I give the dwarf like toffees a lot, a lot. Toffees is the most thing that dwarf like a lot, and my dwarf doesn't like banana. Yeah. So the food that my dwarf doesn't like, the female one doesn't like banana. So I was talking to her, and I gave her toffee that was made out of banana. I didn't know that I doesn't like banana. So when I gave the banana toffee to her, she took the toffee and then she had closed her eye because it was night. And when the energies come at night, whoever they possess to talk to you, if they open their eyes for a while and the energies leave, the person will experience eye problem. So if the energy is a caring one, when he or she comes, he or she will close the eye and talk to you. But if most of the time the warrior energies, they don't care. For them, they don't care. They are just wild like that. So when they come, even though they know that you have an eye problem, they'll still open their eye and do their work. So this dwarf had closed her eye, and then I gave her banana toffee. The moment she touched the toffee, she said, I don't eat banana in the local language. Mindi kwadu. That's what she said. I don't eat banana. And then I said, oh, I didn't know, but your eyes are closed. How do you know that it's banana? Then she laughed. Sometimes she can be very cheeky. She laughed. Then she asked me, do you have sense at all? I haven't forgotten you're talking to a spirit. So I said, okay, no problem. So I put she directed me to say ago and put the toffee here. So I put it there. I put 2 here and I put 2 here, left and right. So after I did that, then the energy was like, more powerful, more powerful, more powerful in local language is like, well done, well done. So then the mouth began to do like this. Meanwhile, the things were between the toes. The toffees were between the toes, but the human that she had possessed was licking the mouth. And I was like, so how do you eat the toffee? And she was like, oh, I take the energy out of it. So I take the taste and the energy out of it. And I said, but when you are done and I eat it, I still feel taste in it. Then she gave me a cheeky answer and was like, oh, your tongue is dead. I said, no, you don't feel taste. So I laughed about it. So that's to tell you how the energies eat the food. They take the energy and the taste out of it. And I was about to say something that I've forgotten. Yes. And I asked, after you done taking the energy out of it and I give the toffees to children, won't they have any effect? They went, oh no, they won't have any effect. In fact, they will be stronger. Yes, I know energies can lie sometimes, but this one, she seemed to be serious about whatever she was saying. And this particular dwarf is a very mischievous dwarf. She likes making fun of people. When you come to my room and then we are having fun, laughing with an energy, the experience is in some way. It's such an experience, right? I'm learning a lot. So let me go ahead and then continue answering the questions that yesterday I couldn't get time to answer. So let me jump this question and go to the 6th question. Can people eat the food you serve your ancestors if they are not perished? I think I already even answered that. My dwarf said yes. It will even make you stronger. That's what in fact, the food that I give to my ancestors and the gods, those that I make it a way that it doesn't perish, like the biscuits. If I don't tear the rubber off, after some days I go to the altar and I begin to eat it myself. Yes, and nothing happens. I'm still cool with my energies. So let nobody deceive you that if you eat the food on your altar, the energies will be angry at you or whatever. Hey, me, I'm living the life of the energies firsthand, so I'm not going to let anybody deceive me. Whatever they don't like, I ask them and they tell me they don't like this and that and that. So far, they haven't told me that when I eat the food I put on the altar, they have even told me that anytime I give them food, I should taste it first. Yes, the energies are like just like humans. When you give them food, you're supposed to taste it first. So when I leave them food, I have to take whatever I give them and then eat some before I leave the rest down for them. And then when it doesn't go spoiled over some days, I have to go to the altar and then when I'm hungry, I take them and eat myself. Sometimes I dash them to children, especially the toffees, because I can't be eating toffees all the time. There's always a toffee on my altar. So after some days, I take them off and then I put new ones. So I'm able to eat it. All right. Let me check the other questions. So let me go to question 5. Since question 4 is a bit different from the rest. So question 5, what's the best way to serve your ancestors? That's what someone asked. I forgot to write the person's name. What's the best way to serve your ancestors? Okay. So let me answer that. So the best way to serve your ancestors is your perception. Perception. You see, they are spirits and you must serve them in spirit. Right? There are some of you that you go close to your ancestors because of need, because you are struggling, because life is so bad for you. And then that's the perception you approach to your ancestors. So you do it, nothing will happen nothing will go well for you. Because the energies are also smart, they're just like human beings. In fact, if I realize that you're approaching me because of something that you want from me, do you think I will just give it to you easily like that? No. I'll stress you. Because the mindset with which you're approaching me is not a good one. You're not approaching me because you want to approach me. You're approaching me because you need something from me. That's very wrong. So you don't approach your ancestors. You don't start serving your ancestors because you are in need. You are in dire need of their help. It's like you want to use them and dump them. No. Even though they know the future, they know that you will be honest to them or you'll be cool with them. They don't like the mindset with which you are approaching them, so they won't mind you though. When you put them food, you put food down, they'll come and take it, yet they won't work. You understand? There's someone who sent me WhatsApp message on WhatsApp that the person read my status and said she's tired serving the ancestors because she's not seeing anything, and I didn't reply. See, we don't serve the energies with this kind of rush that you are rushing them. No, it doesn't work like that. It's been I would say I'm lucky. Because I entered this thing with some passion. I was a very serious church contributor. When I say church contributor, I mean someone who pays money at the church. Right? I used to pay a lot at the church. A lot at the church. So I was passionate to seek God. And I prayed about it and I dreamt. And then the kind of person I saw in my dream was not the God I was expecting. And it changed my perception about religion and spirituality, and I began to dig. Right? Began to dig. And then I got here. Because I entered with passion. It's been just 2 years now since I began spirituality. And I'm way ahead of so many people. To the extent of having physical encounter with energies. It doesn't really happen. It's not easy for you to have such an encounter. There are so many priests that don't have that encounter. They only know how to connect to the energy through certain mediums like Afa, right? Like Harris, like the altar prayers and stuff. That's all. But when we talk about having a feel of communication with an energy through conversations and word by word, many people don't have that experience. But I entered with passion. So the energies around me saw what I was doing. How I'm preaching about it all the time, how I'm convincing people to go back home all the time. So they began to reveal themselves because they knew that they were in a safe hands. And then if they taught me anything, I won't keep it for selfishness' sake. I'll share. But mind you, there's not everything that your ancestors tell you that you have to come out and say. Okay? So how you serve your ancestors is you approach them with passion. You serve them because you have to serve them, not because you need something from them. Anything that comes out of this is bonus. The reason why you have to serve them because it's a must for you to serve them is that one day you also become an ancestor. So do unto others as you like others do unto you. Do unto others as you like others do unto you. Because when you also, the body is dead and the spirit is living on, the spirit in you or the soul in you would expect that someone pours wine down for you to come and take it. So if you would expect, why won't you do it for others too? So the afterlife is real. And then wine, let me say wine, strong wine and soft wine is used to empower the energies. For example, my warrior, I have many warrior energies, but there are two brothers, spiritual brothers, that are their heads, the heads of the warriors, right? And then this very morning, one was telling me that on Friday, I should give them palm tree alcohol from the palm tree. Normally, we have been made to think that they like snap so much because it's a foreign drink. But here's this energy telling me that Ope Abensa, I should give it a palm tree alcohol, the local alcohol made in Africa. And then this very strong one. And I asked why strong one. He said the strong one makes him more wild, makes him wilder. And then when he's going to fight, he's able to fight well. Because so many people are trying to attack me, and then these energies are behind me fighting all the time. In fact, a witch was sent to come and cripple me and make my life worse. And then these energies arrested her, and then they rather made her life worse. So that was it. Approach your deities with passion. Serve them because you must, not because you want or you need. Right? Now let me check the other questions. So even before I said, let me also say this. So when you serve them with passion, right, and you do well, okay, you do well, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. For the fact that you serve your ancestors doesn't mean that life must go well for you. No, it has got more to do with destiny. It has got to do with destiny. Is it your destiny to do well in this life? Because the contract that you wrote before you came here, perhaps you didn't write a contract to benefit you in this life, as in like you don't have a feel of richness or wealth. No, it's not everyone that wrote that contract. You write a contract before you come here. If you don't know, that's the truth. My wife was telling me that anytime that she comes into this world, as in being born as a human, she likes to be in the worldly family. She told me them in pain here. Me, I don't like poverty. So it tells you that we humans on earth here, right? We are the same humans you see on earth here. We are the gods incarnated. But the gods, we have ranks. So I said I'll come and teach you about the high bonds and low bonds. So just put your fingers crossed for me. I'll come and teach you about high bonds and low bonds. And then how my younger brother and myself, the energies treat us with difference at home. I'll bring you that experience, and then you understand better this universe, and then you understand why I say democracy is evil for Africa. It's good for Europeans, yes, because among Europeans there aren't anything like high bonds and low bonds. They are all, according to my gods, slaves. According to my gods, please. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not the one saying it. Alright. So when you serve them and life is good for you, that's a bonus. If life is not good for you, please, doesn't mean you should stop. Continue, because when you are also no more, you are an ancestor, someone will also do it for you. So make it a culture in your family. Make it a culture in your family that ancestors must be saved, so that when you die, you don't starve. Else you eat in the gutters, you eat on the refuse dump, the public refuse dump, when you are dead and you are only a soul walking around. Right? But for example, last week my wife was happy, and then she was bragging towards me when I was when we were anticipating for the question there, and then the energies were trooping into my room, and then she was sucking them, and I was telling her to stop. She was bragging to the other energies trooping inside my room that, hey, as for me there, I eat on the plates. I don't eat on the bare floor. I eat on the plate. You see, so many people are saying that we have to put food on the bare ground for the energies. Well, that's conservative culture. It's good. But if I listen to how my energies talk, it's like, that's like poverty life for them. Poverty life for them. You understand? Yes. It's like in the olden days, the way our ancestors lived, their conception of wealth was different from ours now. right? Some people who lived in a mad house still call themselves rich people because their conception of wealth was not really about money, it was about possessions, about how big your farm is, how many households are on your land, on your compound, let me say on your compound. How many households are on your compound? How many farms do you have? That was their conception of wealth. Still a good conception of wealth today, but today we talk more in money, right? Even if you want to value your wealth, no matter how many properties you have, you still have to value them in money before we can say you are rich. So you can have 1,000 buildings. If you value them and they are equal to $1, we say you don't have anything, right? So for our ancestors, if you have 1,000 buildings, no matter how much they are worth in money, you are still a rich man. So if they put something on the ground, after all, they are living in the madhouse, and then the things that they ate in were the earthenware bowl. The switch is still soil, so there's no difference between that and the barefoot. I mean the bare earth. So if they put food down on the bare earth, it was still good. But my energy was bragging to the other energies that me I eat in a plate, and then she was being girlish about it. Me I eat in a plate like that. Maybe it did you chance so. Mean did you form chance so. You see, so it means that when you put food in a bowl for your ancestors, they feel good. They feel big about it. I don't know if the experience is only with my dwarf. I don't know about other energy. I'm talking about the ones I'm experiencing. Okay, let me go ahead and answer the other questions. I think I'm approaching the 30 minutes time. So the fourth one. So if you acknowledge the Most High as separate from the gods he appointed and has his own people, isn't it obvious that he chose people to rule and preach to the other tribes for them to return to him? By T. Fuller Marketing. I think that's the person's name on YouTube, T. Fuller Marketing. So I think I already answered the person with a long write-up, but let me explain for other people to also catch the understanding. I think this question was made on my other video titled The Gods and the Most High. The Gods and the Most High. And I was talking about the Most High being different from the gods, and then the Most High being the chairman of the gods, or the chairperson of the gods. Right? And then I was saying that the Most High also has his or her own chosen people, chosen nation. And the gods have their own chosen nations or their appointed territories. And then this person was asking me if the Most High has his own chosen nation, and then the people have to go and preach and then bring other tribes under the Most High, why must we worship the gods? The gods are not for us. It's for the other tribes. I mean, he was talking about other tribes as in Europeans. But this is the answer I want to give. See, in the spiritual realm, we have boundaries. Everyone that comes to me for consultation and help, the queen among my energies is a river deity. I call her Elu. Elu is not her real name. I have two queens, both female. I mean, I say a queen, of course, it's a female. So I have two queens. One is a forest deity and one is a river deity, and they both are called Elu. So I call them Elu River and Elu River, that's Elu Nsu, and Elu Kwaye, that's Elu Forest. All right. So anytime that people come to me for consultation and I consult these energies, they first ask the person, have you gone home to honor your household deities and your ancestors? If not, go before you come here. Right? There was a day that this lady came for, I think that was 2 weeks ago. This lady came to do consultation, and then my energy consulted, and then we went in the background and found that there is this giant warrior spirit in the family of that person. And then according to my queen, when the creator, the Most High, calls for a meeting, that giant spirit is part of them with my queen. So my queen is part of the meeting of the creator, as in the higher rank energies. And then that person's family deity too, a warrior deity, is part of the warrior royals in the palace of the creator. And then my queen ordered the lady to go home and give honor to that energy. And when she does that, after 3 days, she should come. So when the lady was going, after all that, my queen told her she had 50 cedis to offer. And then my queen told her to go and give that money to her own family deity. She should go and use it to buy wine and give it to the family deity. She cannot take money from her hand. When her own family deity is starving, there will be war. So she should go and honor the family deity. When she is done, she should come to her for help. So you see, this should tell you that there are boundaries in the spiritual world. You cannot just go because someone needs help. So you want to jump to the person's family and dig information and then give to the person and then help. No. There was a day that a blind man was brought to me for healing. And then when we consulted, we realized that even though my energies are capable to work on her, I don't have the personal protection because there are certain things that my energies are asking me for. A shrine that I haven't done it. Because of that, they are also not willing to teach me certain things to protect myself because they want me to feel vulnerable and then blackmail me to do certain things that I'm supposed to do for them before they release everything that they have to give me to me. Because they feel like when they give me everything, I'll be relaxed, and the things I have to do, I won't do it. They want a shrine for me, and I haven't provided it for them yet because I don't have the money for it. Right? So the energy checked around and said, this one is beyond you, Paul, don't take it. Send the person to this man, let him go and get help from there. And then tell the person to also go home and let them pray for him. And she told the blind man that, see, I'm not a bad spirit, so I cannot just come into a family and enter and do things anyhow. It's only bad spirits that enter people's families without knocking. I'm a good spirit, I have to knock. Yes, that's what my energy said. I'm a good spirit, so I have to knock. So don't let anybody be deceiving you, and then when you are going places for help, you haven't gone home yet, you are going places for help up and down. Yesterday, it wasn't yesterday, no, Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, they revealed a secret to me. Let me not say this one yet. Let me not say it yet. So there are boundaries in the spiritual world. Right? The Most High has his own chosen people, and then he is content with that. Other gods have their chosen people, they are also content with that. Nobody is asking anybody to go and preach to anybody, to bring anybody to anywhere. Those people who are doing that are Christians and Judaist people. Both are fraud. Christianity, Judaism, Islamic religion. Do you even see Islamic religion, Muslims going around to attract people to come to Islam? I think in the West it happens. Right? All those religions are fraud. Tradition is not a religion. I don't understand why people say in Ghana we have three major religions and they say Christianity, Islamic religion, and traditional religion. How is tradition a religion? Religion is man-made. Tradition is established by the gods. The first gods that came on earth to come and establish everything for humans, they established tradition, and then humans are now withholding it and preserving it. Right, so tradition is not religion. Tradition is spirituality. You get the difference. Tradition is spirituality. Religion is human creation. Tradition is spirituality. Alright? So the gods are content with the people under them. No God is asking anybody to go and preach to anybody. Have you seen a traditional priest preaching before? It's today that we've lost our ways. That some of us have to come and preach. So it's telling you to come back to your root. We are not saying come and join any different religion. We are saying come and join the spirituality your ancestors laid down for you. It's for you. Come and take it back. We didn't say you never knew it, and then we are now introducing something new to you. No, it's already in your DNA. It's whether you like it or not. Your house deities follow you everywhere you go. Whether I like it or not, there is a snake by me where as I sit here. That if you have eye, you will see. Whether I'm a traditionalist or I'm not a traditionalist, there's a snake by me. If you have eye, you will see. So whether you are a Christian or you are an Islamic person, your deities don't care. Wherever you go, they follow you. And then their job is to approve whatever enters your life. Like approve or decline. So they have the right to decline your good deeds, your good the good stuff that are seeking way to enter your life, and they have the right to also permit the bad stuff that are seeking ways to enter your life. So they either permit or decline. So if there is any bad luck following you, then know that your energies have permitted it. Perhaps because you yourself, you are in a situation that is not right. You are inviting those situations and then you deserve it. So your energies will also permit it. Okay. So any religion that goes out there preaching that come and be under a particular god, blah, 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 madam, master, it's a fraud. Point blank, Christianity is a fraud. That's why you will never have an encounter with an energy. If you see any pastor, someone will ask me, if you say Christianity is a fraud, how come that some pastors lay their hands and things happen? Hey, any pastor, that according to what my dwarf told me, any pastor in Ghana or elsewhere that's able to lay their hand for miracles to happen, that pastor is either serving what we are also serving, the gods, or there are some of them that they haven't gone anywhere to take any spirit to serve, yet they lay their hands and things happen. See, that will also bring me to the high bones and low bones, right? There are energies in everybody's life. There are some of us that we are born to have easy powers that we don't struggle before we are able to lay our hands for things to happen, right? So the deities around us from our background will come and work. When we open churches and we lay our hands, things will happen. But it depends on us to go and check the particular deity that is using us. Most of the time, we do not check. We don't check. The fact that we lay our hands and things happen, we are okay. And then we will be naming this some Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God, whatever. It's nonsense. It is your own family spirit, it's your own background spirit, your own guardian deities that are using you. Whether you call them devils or you don't call them, they are using you. Right? Yes. I've been fighting with my spirits, my deities all the time because they serve pastors and pastors also serve them, and I don't agree. And he told me that if I wanted to stop it, I should go and tell the whole Ghana that everybody should go home and serve their household deities. Until they do that, they cannot be starving themselves. So they also go and serve the pastors, for the pastors to also bully us and then dupe us for our money. It's like it's a payback time. They are paying us back with what we are also paying them. We are making them hungry, so they have to find ways to eat. So they go and serve the pastors, so the pastors will take our money and then go and hide somewhere and give them wine and food. The pastors, they call me all the time. I can't mention any pastor's name here, but they do. They call me all the time. Right? They call me all the time. I'm not willing to help anybody. So that you go and sit in the church and you insult the gods, and then later you come and hide yourself and then give me something to give the gods for you. That's nonsense. I don't subscribe to that. Right? I always tell African priests that we are the ones who empower Christianity because we give the pastors spirit to go and work with, and afterwards they insult us back. So if every African spiritualist is to have this principle that I'm not going to give any pastor any spirit to work with, give me 2 years, all churches in Africa will collapse. Because if people go there and miracles are not happening, what would they do? They'll go back. Because the issues that they came with are not being solved. Right? So all the pastors in churches that do miracles, they are using the deity. Some of them are aware. Some are ignorant of the energies that use them. So if you're a pastor and you think you're able to do miracles and then you want to doubt me and say what I'm saying is a lie, please first go and check the spirit that uses you. Go to someone who is able to call spirit. Let them call the spirit that uses you. And then you listen to the spirit name and you realize that it's part of the spirits that are in your household, in your family. There's no spirit anywhere that comes from somewhere else to come and use you. No spirit has the permission to enter your life as a human being and use you if your family deity doesn't know anything about it. Because the family deity must first grant that permission. That's what we call territorial spiritism. Alright? So the spirits are content with the people under them. No spirit is asking anybody to go and preach to anybody to bring. Well, that spirit must be an evil spirit. It must be an envious spirit, a jealous spirit. Like, of course, the one that the Christians say they revere and serve. Is jealousy a good thing? If you are a spirit and you are a jealous spirit, then you are an evil spirit. Unless the sin is rightfully yours, and it's going somewhere else, before you must be jealous. But if the thing is not yours, why should you be jealous? I have my own family deities. Why should I come and serve someone else's family deity? If the spirit, someone's family deity is envious of me, not serving it, then that spirit is an evil spirit, because I don't belong to him or her. She is envious of me serving my own energies. That's some nonsense. Okay, so let nobody deceive you that we have to quit what we are doing and go and serve someone's deity, and then there's some almighty God somewhere sitting waiting for us to come back to him. If the almighty God wanted us all to serve him, he wouldn't have apportioned nations their gods. If you haven't heard of this before, go and watch my video about where I talk about the gods and the Most High. You can find quotation in Deuteronomy 32 verse 7 going. Then you go to Micah 4:5. Then you come to Psalm 82 verse 1 to 9. Then you go to Job chapter 1 verse 6 going. Then when you are done, you can go to Daniel chapter 12. Is it Daniel chapter 11 verse 12? No, Daniel 11:25. Right? Then you realize that there are princes. We have the prince of Persia. We have the prince of Israel. The Good News Bible will say the angel prince of Persia. So each nation has its own god. Don't let anybody deceive you. The pastors are deceiving people. They don't even know what they're talking about. They are ignorant people. They don't know what they're talking about. They keep on talking about spiritism when they haven't even had any encounter with any spirit. There's some pastors that they don't have any encounter with any spirit. All that they know is Bible. They've read book Bible and they want to talk about spirits. Bogus. Anyway, I'm talking too much today. I think I'm done answering all the questions. It's 36 minutes already. Let me leave you. I have to attend to some people. All right. So bye. Normally I want to be coming to you every Friday. Henceforth, every Friday I'll do live. Then it will be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I'm Paulvin. I came to talk to you about African spirituality, and I answered questions that people have asked. So if you have any question, you can go ahead and write a question in the comment section. I'll write them down, and then when I come live on Friday, tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be able to come live tomorrow. I'll be very busy tomorrow, but let's see. All right. Bye bye.